Hey guys, and welcome back to Scott's Derby Garage. Today is it's a big day. It's Derby Day, and we're going to be taking my 2012 GMC Sierra, which is finally done, and we're going down to Dresden. So it's going to be entered in the windshield kind of bone stock basic build class, and I'll just show you a bit of a before. Here's what I have done to it. Everything I kind of moved from the sides to the center. I shortened the intake a little bit, just trying to give myself the best possible chance, you know, to survive. I wired the fans, made a custom harness, so that wires in just straight over the dash into my switch. I still got to do some tying up of things. As you can see down there, I did the front axles delete, except I kept the outer axle part and I just bolted it back in. So it's still two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive only, but I think that's just going to make it a bit stronger, give the wheel bearing less chance to kind of blow up. And like I said, I still got to tie some stuff up. Ooh, here's a roll of electrical tape. Got to tie some things up, like the hood and the doors and stuff, but I figured I'd just give you a little walk around. Kind of ran out of time on this. I was messing with the custom fuel cell. This was a very fun project. Yeah, it took a bit to figure out, but and there were a lot of different ways. I did a bunch of research to figure out how I wanted to do this, but really my goal was to make it so I can use this in kind of any car. I can plop it in my express van I have, I can throw it in the Camry and the Toyota Echo, and it's just gonna work. That was my main idea. I wanted it to just work. So there's two different styles you can do. There's an in-tank pump, which just kind of, you sit it on a hanger, kind of like a regular fuel module in a car, and it sits at the bottom and it pumps up the fuel. Or you can do an inline pump, which kind of sits here on your fuel line, and it just sucks from the fuel tank. But then you need a regulator, you need a couple other things to kind of make that whole system work, and it can be a little finicky. So personally, I like having the original car pump modules. So this is a 2012 Sierra, and I ended up getting a 2004 to 2007, so the previous generation Sierra fuel pump. So it still has enough pressure for me, and pretty much anything I run, this runs up to like 60 PSI pretty much. Yeah, I just wired it 12 volts and to switch in a relay and stuff. It looks pretty messy, but it works good. Just have it run into my emergency switch up on the dash here. So you hit that kills everything. This is my little fan switch. I'll show you how it sounds. So if I try to crank it, it's not going to do anything because I have, there, you hear the fuel pump running now, and now it'll let me crank. So that turned the fan on and off, so I'm probably just gonna run the fans all the time, help it keep it cooler. And then yeah, that kill switch kills my ignition and the fuel pump. So before, I had another issue with this thing too. I had it just running so it would kill the fuel pump, which it did, but then the truck stayed running until I turned the key off, which was kind of weird. So I did some research, looked around. Now I have that, there's a wire from this switch also kind of spliced in. It goes into where the run crank relay used to be. So I put it in one of the pins, took out the relay, and now it kills the ignition and the fuel pump. So it really shuts down the truck with the one button. And that's perfect. That's exactly what I need. As stated in the rules. And you kind of don't want like a two-step process. You really want to just shut it off and it just shuts off. I got the fire extinguisher mounted in here. The battery box is here. All the relays and other stuff. I still got to zip tie some things up in here, but otherwise it's pretty empty. This is another spare tire I have to put on. This is the mount, GoPro mount I welded in real quick. So that's what you guys are going to be able to see when I'm in the ring. Let's see. Oh, here's the bad part. Well, good and bad. When I got this truck, I usually, like, you know, part out some of the parts on Marketplace. So I sold this box for basically what I bought the truck for, which is sweet. And then I got the old guy's box, which is in mint condition, obviously, if you can't already tell. Yeah, I think she's gonna be a little bit soft in the back, but you know, there's only really one way to find out, isn't there? Getting this back on was a bit of a pain, but I tried to bolt it down as best as I could in the 6 spots where it used to be, because he had to torch the old bolts out. Yikes. I have the bolt, the cab mounted to the box to kind of keep everything together and prevent it from doing a banana like most of the trucks do. Got my driver door plate on here to kind of protect myself. And yeah, like I said, really quick paint job, just white door, basic number 77. I still gotta put some decals on, but yeah, that's for later today when we get to the Derby. I got double in-tube tires on here. These are 17s in the front. Man, they were a pain to do. And then I just got the 15s on the back. So, little small guys, but ideally, like, I want them lower so that a bumper will go right over top and it's not gonna break this. Because I did weld the rear end. I'll put a picture right here. And that's gonna help to prevent the wheels from just one wheel peeling. Like, I'm in a corner or like in a divot, let's say, and I just gas it, it's gonna prevent the one wheel from just spinning super fast and the one wheel not spinning. They're gonna be forced to go at the same speed all the time. So for Derby, that's gonna be perfect. And yeah, that's just the quick rundown. Maybe I'll get some footage at Dresden, and you guys are gonna see the heat very soon, and we'll see how my first Demolition Derby heat goes. Wish me luck, guys.
Coming in the ring. Stop.